Wednesday NHL betting preview edition of Pucks Across Borders on Sports Addict Live and Total Apex Sports, brought to you by the one, the only First Round Collectibles. What's your favorite sport? Hockey's in full swing. Baseball playoffs in full swing. The NFL is in full swing. Basketball preseason just started. That is just about in full swing. Boxing, wrestling, whatever it is, First Round Collectible has it. And with our promo code Sports Addict, you get 10% off whatever sports card you want in the entire store. That's right. Use our promo code Sports Addict for 10% off whatever card you want in the First Round Collectible store. They have an ongoing sale. 20% off, you get 30. 30% off, you get 40. 40%, you get the picture. Use our promo code Sports Addict for 10% off whatever card you want in the entire First Round Collectible store. That's firstroundcollectibles.com, the number one, STRoundcollectibles.com. First Round Collectibles, sports cards for sports fans.
Yeah. Let's go. We just gotta go hard. I go the hardest. I bring the pain. Not what you used to. It's all part of the game. Yeah, I just gotta go hard. I just gotta go hard. Go hard. Go hard. Yeah. Oh yeah, the beast back.
And welcome to Pucks Across Borders Wednesday. Full wow, right off the bat. Wednesday, full betting preview, Pucks Across Borders on Sports Addict Live and Total Apex Sports. My throat. We just did the Tuesday preview and the awards preview. Maybe an hour and 20 minutes, and my throat's already going through it. But gotta toughen up, gotta man up. It's the regular season, gotta battle through injuries. We're back. If you watched us on our Tuesday betting preview just a few moments ago, thank you for coming back. We appreciate you. If it's Wednesday and you're checking out, happy Wednesday to you. I hope your Tuesday was good. I hope all your bets by this time, our best bets parlay came through, right? Everybody's a couple $100 richer. So that's a good start to your Wednesday. Thank you for joining us. As always, Andre, how you doing, man? And if you need to let something off your chest, need to get a little personal, I hear you have some breaking news to share with us. I got to cough my face off. So go for it. Andre, how you doing on a Wednesday? The future
me is doing great. We got Yankees baseball today. We're about to lock and load, but this is a hockey show. So let's talk some puck. As reported by two-time Emmy nominee, former NHL goalie, Rangers legend, Henrik Lundqvist's best friend, slightly, and a guy who I think was at Nickelodeon Universe when he reported this live. Kevin Weeks, the one, the only, says that Igor Shesterkin, the best goalie in the world, has rejected a contract offer from the New York Rangers that would have spanned $88 million over 8 years, $11 million average annual value. Would have been a record by a lot for a goalie. And he said no. So apparently the big Russian is about to break the bank. That's all I got. Kind of sad, but whatever.
Yeah, dude, that boy wants a 1-2, man. He wants a 1-2. And it's funny, Jamie McLennan, former NHL goaltender and co-host on Overdrive, an afternoon radio show here in Toronto, he said all summer long, all year long last year, whatever Shesterkin gets, it has the number 12 in front of it. That seems to be just foregone conclusion or foregone conclusion. Foregone conclusion, that sounds like something different. A foregone conclusion. And you know that the Rangers are going to pay it, right? I think that's Igor just saying, like, I know they're going to give me what I want, so let's just hold true to what I want, right? I mean, you're a Rangers fan. You know the market. What do you think? I think they're going to pay him whatever he wants.
How can you not pay him is the question. Is there a world where you don't pay Igor Shesterkin? I don't think so.
No. And like, no disrespect to Jonathan Quick, but he's not your goalie of the future, right? He's a good backup and he had a great year last year, but he's not your goalie of the future. All right. I have some breaking news as well, and it has nothing to do with anything that anyone cares about, but I got to ask your opinion. During the last show that we just did, the Tuesday betting preview. By the way, Tuesday is over, so the betting preview part of the show doesn't matter anymore because it's Wednesday now. But if you want to check out our awards section, we started the show, the first 45 minutes or so of the show, hour of the show, we go through the awards. So if you want to go back and check out our awards segment, betting preview, then please do. That was yesterday's show. You can find the link, Total Apex Sports, Twitter, Sports Addict Live, Twitter, and on Sports Addict Live, YouTube as well. I had a trade request in Hockey Fantasy, and I need to know what you think. So I have my guy, your guy, She Loves Me, yeah. Is one of my three goaltenders. All right. She Loves. I think Thatcher Demko is going to be out for a while. And I think that this injury is going to linger much more than people think it is. So I have She Loves, even if it's just for the first, month or two of the season, I have She Loves. I just received a trade offer. Cam Talbot for She Loves. Would you take that trade? I don't know, man. Cam Talbot, he's a good goalie, but I don't know, man.
That's a very interesting trade. Is Talbot's kind of in a trio right now, no? In Detroit?
It's a duo now. It's a duo now because I think Alex Lyons got waived. And I think it's Cam Talbot, Husso, and Jack Campbell is in the players' assistance program. So it's Cam Talbot and it's Husso. I think why I like She Loves is they're going to win. Like, that's one of the stats for goalies, right? Is wins. So I think I rely more on Vancouver's wins than Detroit's wins. No?
Yeah, if Lyon got waived. I still think She Loves better because of the wins. But if Lyon got waived, it might be worth a risk, honestly, because you might just get more out of him down the stretch. I
don't know. We haven't even played one game yet. Although
stick with She Loves, man. Stick with She Loves.
Yeah, you know what? She Loves was good for like a month and a half last year, and Cam Talbot's been a pretty good goalie for his whole career. So why would I take Talbot? I might as well just stick with She Loves, right?
That's how GMs work. You're wheeling and dealing.
That's right. That's right. What have you done for me lately, right? That's the real question. All right. Now that we got my meaningless breaking news out of the way, let's move on, man. It's Wednesday now. We got some money in our pocket from our same game parlay last night. Again, it's Tuesday in our world, so I could be really wrong on that. Who knows? But I know I'm not because we're geniuses. Let's get into 5 games in the NHL on a Wednesday. First of all, and look at us, bro. We love ourselves, right? We're not too, humble to admit it. We love talking about ourselves. And we get to start with like both of our favorite teams. So let's get right into it. Let's start first with the I got to appear a little bit humble. So let's start with the New York Rangers, the Pittsburgh Penguins. Rangers minus 138 on the money line. Pittsburgh plus 115. Rangers minus 1.5 is plus 180. Plus 1.5 for the Penguins is minus 220. The over is 6.5 at plus 104. The under is minus 128. Andre, what do you got? Your boys in blue, they're back. They're in Pittsburgh. Last episode, you told us how much you love Pittsburgh. What do you got for this game Wednesday night?
Yeah, noted Pittsburgh guy here. Last year's season series, Rangers went 2-1 against
Andre, you there, bro?
one of the Rangers' favorite
Oh, there you
blowouts.
are.
Yeah, our connection been really weird today. I don't know what's going on there. Yeah, I was saying last year, season series 2-1 Rangers' favor. I think the goal differential was only +1 in the Rangers' favor, though. They were pretty tight game, even though the Rangers finished way ahead in the state. So don't expect the blowout here. I would take the Rangers. They're the better team, want to get off on the right foot. I think they teams still don't like each other. These still don't like each other. I don't think home ice is enough to tilt it in the Penguins' favor in this one. So minus 138 for a team like the Rangers, pretty good odds. And you know the goalie wants to get paid, so he's going to bring the best time. Run some props on him. Why not? They're not available yet on Wednesday, which is today. I don't know why I even said that. Tristan Jarry, I think he's going to play well, try to have a bounce back year. I like the under as well. Rangers win a low score.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I like the Rangers on the money line as well. And I mean, like minus 38, you're paying a bit of juice, but that's not awful. I like the Rangers minus 138 as well. I just think right now, again, beginning of the year, don't really know exactly what you're going to get, but Pittsburgh, just plain and simple, Pittsburgh's just going to have to prove themselves. You know what I mean? Like, if you're an underdog and you're Pittsburgh, like Pittsburgh's only going to be favorited if they're playing the Chicagos and the St. Louis's and the, San Jose's of the world. Pittsburgh's going to have to prove themselves and prove that the additions they made. And I think, you said it too, like Tristan Jarry, is he an elite goaltender? Is he not an elite goaltender? He wants to be. People think he is, but he's going to have to prove himself too. So until further notice, I'm taking the Rangers on this one at minus 138. And right off the bat, I really like Zibanejad, 3+ shots, minus 138 on FanDuel. And I know this kind of goes against everything I just said about Pittsburgh, but Sidney Crosby plus 165 to score. I think, he's still their best player by a mile. He's still their most reliable player by a mile. And I'm taking him to score a goal. I think he's going to score again. I think he's going to score 40+ goals this year, man. I think Crosby's not slowing down for anybody. And I'm taking Crosby to score tomorrow night. But yeah, give me the Rangers on the money line. As far as the total goes, I like the under. I'm probably staying away from it. But I'll side with you on that under, but personally I'll stay away from it and take the Rangers on the money line. All right, moving on to my guys, the Toronto Maple Leafs season opener. Finally, after hearing about Mitch Marner and Matt Murray, third goaltender, and Joseph Wall, will he stay healthy? All that chit-chat in Toronto is over. Will Max Pacioretty sign? Will Steven Lorentz sign? Will Easton Cowan get sent down? Everything is done, and we're finally starting the season. Toronto Maple Leafs in Montreal for an excellent season opener. Toronto minus 176 on the money line. Montreal plus 146. Minus 1.5 for Toronto is plus 140. Plus 1.5 for the Canadians is minus 170. Over 6.5 minus 115. And the under is minus 105. I'm just going to keep the same thing going. We'll start with you, Andre. What do you got, Toronto, Montreal?
Yeah, if memory serves correct, all three meetings between these teams last year were 1-goal games. So right off the bat, that makes me hesitant for that puck line. We've already talked about how Montreal is like not an easy out by any means. They fight,
No.
they compete, they're feisty. So I like the Maple Leafs to win this game. I think I would take that 60-minute line though, minus 115 right now over the puck line. Obviously, the money line's a little too juiced to just take straight up. But yeah, I think Leafs game a little bit the higher scoring side, maybe like a 5-4 or whatever. But Toronto takes it. Matthews lights the lamp. You know, the usual stuff. The Leafs go on the right foot. That's how I have this one.
Yeah, so I have 3 favorite bets in this game, and none of them have anything to do with the total or like a winner. And I'll start with that first. Number 1, Austin Matthews to score a goal, minus 135. I think he comes out flying. He had an excellent game, the last game of the preseason on Saturday. I know it's the preseason, but he looked great. He's going to come out firing. Austin Matthews, minus 135. I also really like, just while we're at it, I gotta find Austin Matthews to score 2 goals, plus 410. To score 1 goal, minus 135. I like that the most, obviously. But Austin Matthews to score 2 goals at plus 410. I can see it. The guy scored 2 goals. I would love to know how many games last year he scored 2 goals or more. I feel like it was a ton. So I don't mind that bet at all. My third favorite bet for this game, honestly, is Cole Caulfield to score as well. Plus 170. I really think he's going to really break out. He's been a good player for a few years now, but I think he's really going to take that next step this year. I really like Cole Caulfield to score plus 170. And a big reason why I like Cole Caulfield to score is because I think Montreal wins tomorrow night. Plus 146. I do. And the reason for this, now I'm a Leaf fan. I cover the Leafs for Total Apex Sports. I'm probably going to pick the Leafs like 75 out of the 82 games. But my reasoning for this is Montreal plays Toronto really tight every single game. Like you said, like it's always a close game. And I love to go back and see, but Toronto plays Montreal as a season opener almost every year. And I can't remember off the top of my head, but like Montreal wins these games sometimes, man. Like Montreal can beat Toronto. They just can. And it's not, obviously Toronto's a better team. Obviously there's a reason why they're minus 176 favorites on the road, may I add. And Montreal is a hard place to play. But I just think it's the season opener. Montreal's got a lot to prove. And I think Montreal can win this game, man. I'm not going to take Toronto on the puck line or on the money line, nothing like that. I honestly think Montreal can win this game tomorrow night, plus 146. I just think, like I said, it's the season opener. It's not the craziest thing for the Leafs to lose a game that they should win. So I'm going off on a limb, and maybe it's an emotional hedge, but I'm going to go right after it and pick Montreal at plus 146. I probably surprised you for a second with that one, huh? Oh, you're muted, bro.
Now it works. Yeah, you talked it through. I was surprised you talked it through. I know how you feel about your Leafs sometimes. I was like, I hope he's not that down already. It's the first day of the season, but there was some rationale there.
No, you know what? No, I said this to you during the pre-show off air. I was saying this. I am uncomfortably high on this team this year. Like, I really like this roster. I think it's the best roster the Leafs have had in the Matthews Marner, Nylander era. I think the defense is the best defense they've had in a long time. A lot of things have to go right for goaltending, but if everything goes right for the goaltending, I think it's the best goaltending tandem that they've had in a long time. I really, really am high on this Leafs team. I think they're going to win the division, and I think they have a real chance to go far in the playoffs. So I'm high on my boys. I just think tomorrow night is just one of those games. All right, moving on to Colorado, Vegas. Colorado minus 110 on the money line. Vegas is the same. Minus 1.5 goes to the Vegas side of the aisle at plus 220. Plus 1.5 for Colorado is minus 275. The over is 6.5 at plus 100. The under is minus 120. Andre, what do you got? Colorado, Vegas.
Heavyweight fight out
I
west.
know.
I loved it. But you know how I feel about the Avalanche. I think they're going to have the best record in the West this year. So got to get it started on the right foot, right? I think you're going to find a theme in today's picks. I think a bunch of teams are going to get started with a win. A bunch of teams that I'm high on, and this is one of them. The Avalanche, that offense, unstoppable. These teams played a lot tight games last year. I think 2-1 Vegas' favor. One of them went to overtime. So, it's not going to be easy by any means, but the scoring, I just trust so much from Colorado, and I know it's on the road, but this Vegas team isn't what they were. I think at full strength, I don't think they're as scary as years past. And Georgie, I trust him. He's going to have a bounce back year. Give me the Avs, man. Minus 110.
Yeah. Again, bro, I think Vegas can win this game tomorrow. And the more I think about it, the more I kind of go over it and kind of do my homework on it, the higher I am on Vegas this year. I can't remember our division previews and full team I can't remember anything that I said in any of those. But the more that I go over it, the more I'm actually really high on this Vegas team. The goaltending, I have some questions about. I think the defense, it's a full year with Noah Hannafin. I think having Thomas Hertl healthy for a full year. Tomorrow night, I think at home in Vegas, I think Vegas comes out. I think they win tomorrow. Now, we did our awards preview yesterday, and I was sitting on a Norris bet that I completely forgot to put out. So since we're talking about Vegas, I'm going to throw this out there to you. Noah Hannafin to kind of rise above the fold and win the Norris. It's a long shot, I know. It's a very long shot when I tell you what the odds are. He was incredible in Calgary, joined Vegas late last year, going to have a full season with that coach, full season in that system, plus 50,000 for Noah Hannafin to win the Norris. I think it should be a long shot, but plus 50,000 seems a bit outrageous. Like, he's a really good defenseman. I don't know. Like, I think crazier things have happened. 50,000, put $10, win $5,000, give me half as commission. No one would have bet on this if it wasn't for me, so you're welcome. Plus 50,000. I don't know. I kind of like it, man.
You've been on Hannafin for a while, consistently.
I'm a Hannafin guy. What can I say?
You're a big Hannafin guy. I'm there with you. You've got me on the train, so if I win something from it, I'll give you some. I'll give you a little tip.
I'd appreciate it. I hope by April or by June when these awards are out, I hope I don't need it, but we'll see what happens, bro. You can always use a little bit extra change. As far as the game goes tomorrow, yeah, I'm going to take Vegas. As far as props, as far as all that stuff, this is the way it is with Colorado is everything's just kind of juiced, right? Everything that you like is kind of juiced. McKinnon to score is plus 105. Ranton to score plus 125. Jack Eichel plus 155. A nice long shot goal that I really do like. Like I said, my guy, Thomas Hertl plus 250 to get a goal. I kind of like that one, but I'll probably stay away from props in this game and just stick with the Vegas money line. And while I'm at it with the Noah Hannafin love, why don't I just throw it out there? Plus 500 for Noah Hannafin to get a goal tomorrow night. Love it. Absolutely love it. All right, moving on to the late slate. I guess they're all, man.
Yeah.
I already complained in yesterday's show about the Tuesday slate, but Toronto, Montreal, New York, Pittsburgh at 7:30, and then 3 10 o'clock games. Just a perfect Wednesday night. Calgary and Vancouver. Excellent rivalry night. Calgary plus 176 on the money line, minus 215 are the Canucks, minus 1.5 for Vancouver is plus 118, plus 1.5 for Calgary is minus 142. The over is 6.5 at plus 108, and the under is minus 130. What do you got, Calgary, Vancouver?
Just quick side note, what I like about this slate too, it's all regional kind of rivalry matchups. You know, you got Toronto, Montreal, you got New York, Pittsburgh, Winnipeg, Edmonton. We're going to get to Colorado, Vegas, Calgary, Vancouver. Keeping them all in the same country, keeping them all tight. Pretty good action, especially for the first Wednesday. Wednesday is usually the big night for the NHL when they have the nationally broadcast games and whatnot. So kudos to them. Makes up for Tuesday's Vanity Project by Gary Bettman. That being said, looking at this game, got the Vancouver puck line all the way. I mean, your boy, she loves. He does his thing in net. You know, he's good enough to hold down the fort, and you know what those Canucks skaters are capable of. The Flames, I know you're higher on them than me, but they're not going in the right direction. You would think, especially now if you're talking about playing competitive hockey, keeping up with playoff teams in that sense. So. Vancouver, they went 3-1 against the Flames last year. They're a better team. They're at home. I don't see a reason not to take that puck line. I do like the over in this game. I think it's going to be a lot of scoring, especially both power plays. But the Canucks should roll. Pretty comfortably.
Yeah, this is the only puck line that I like on Wednesday, and maybe my first puck line of the season. I already forget what I said on Tuesday, but this is my favorite puck line of the season, my first puck line of the season. Vancouver minus 1.5, plus 118. Like there's a reason why it's plus 118. Usually we see puck lines in the high 100s, maybe even low 200s. So I like Vancouver minus 1.5. And you're right. I am high on this Calgary team. I don't necessarily think they're going to make the playoffs, but I do think they're going to be much better than everybody is projecting them to be. I think they're a much more competitive team. But I do think Vancouver minus 1.5 is the best play here. I like the over plus 108. I think Dustin Wolf, it's going to take some time for him to get moving. I think this is his first season as a starting goalie. It's going to take him some time to get his legs under him. I like the over, and I like Vancouver at plus 118. And I got to look it up here. I don't know if it's listed yet. I don't think it is. No, I don't think it is. But last year, Quinn Hughes' power play point made us some money last year, and I think that gets off to a hot start. So keep an eye out when the odds drop for Quinn Hughes for a power play point. All right, moving on to the last game tomorrow night. Winnipeg Edmonton, Winnipeg, plus 136 on the money line. Edmonton, minus 164. Minus 1.5 for the Oilers is plus 146, plus 1.5 for the Jets, minus 176. The over 6.5 at minus 102, under minus 120. Andre, what do you got, man? Winnipeg, Edmonton.
Yeah, I know you said that was going to be your first puck line, probably your only puck line for the first 2 days. You only picked upsets yesterday. I think I'm going puck line here again. I like the Oilers minus 1.5. I think the combination of Jets regressing, Oilers being just as good, if not better this year. Winnipeg, how are they going to contain? How are they going to contain McDavid, Hyman, Bouchard, blah, blah, blah? And then, like you saw when they played the Avs in the playoffs last year, what are they going to do when they fall behind? It's going to be rocking. They have a lot of faith in that team. I think they jump out to a good start. I think the Jets, well, I know the Jets can't play from behind on most nights. I don't think this is one of those nights, and this turns into a rout. So I'm taking the Edmonton puck line as well, actually.
Yeah, dude. I don't know if I can get there with the puck line. I do like Edmonton. I see this game going excuse me. I do see this game going a little bit differently. I'm just pulling this back up here. I do see it going a bit differently. I do like the Oilers to win this game tomorrow night. I do. I think it's going to be interesting with the Oilers because I think that their offensive roster is much better than it was last year. And that says a lot. But I'm interested to see how long it takes for the team to kind of gel, for the chemistry to gel. But I really do like this Oilers team. I also think they started so bad last year that I think they have two chips on their shoulder, one on each shoulder. I think you got the fact that they lost the Stanley Cup by 1 goal in Game 7 after being down 3-0. You come back, and you're within 1 goal away of tying Game 7, 2 goals away of winning the Stanley Cup. I think that's one. Number two, they started so bad last year. I just think that they're going to make a real point of starting on the right foot this year. I don't know if I love the puck line just because of Connor Hellebuck, right? Like, he's still the best goalie in the league, in my personal opinion. And I know that Winnipeg's defense is worse than it was last year, but still a very good defensive team as a whole. How many games last year did they win by 1 goal, right? Like, that's just, they're a really, really good defensively sound team, and they have a phenomenal goalie. So I'm not going to take the Oilers on the puck line, and minus 164 is too expensive for me. I'm taking the under here at minus 120. The under 6.5, minus 120. Even if it does kind of pan out the way you think it will, and even if the puck line does clear, I don't think Winnipeg is going to score more than 2 goals. And if we're talking about 4-2 game, 3-1 game, I like the under here at minus 120, under 6.5. So that's my favorite bet for this game. All right, moving on. Maybe we'll come back. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe we'll come back. We'll have to talk about it off air. Maybe we'll come back tomorrow, late afternoon, and do a little best bets segment when more odds are out. Because we've already revealed our hand that it's currently Tuesday. But with the information we have in front of us, what's your best bet for Wednesday night?
Do I do it? I don't do it because I don't want to do it. My best bet for Wednesday night, Canucks puck line. I know what you guys all thought I was going to do. I'm not going to do that. Come on. Canucks puck line. I think they'll steamroll the Flames. I think it's the first uncompetitive match on North American soil of the season.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I love that bet too. And for the record, I'm just gonna whatever, man. We've said this before. We love transparency. We show you who we are. I picked Montreal plus 146. I stand by it. We all know I'm going to bet the Toronto puck line. Like, that's just going to happen. We all know that. But I do recommend the Montreal money line, but I can't sit here and tell you that I'm actually going to bet it because I won't. So I'm not going to recommend that as my best bet. I'll take the under. Winnipeg, Edmonton. I like that under 6.5 at minus 120. I've already made my case. And so that's my best bet for tomorrow, for tonight, for Wednesday night. That is my favorite bet. What do you got as a third bet, man? What do you got?
Yeah, we gotta kind of butt heads here. So what was your best bet? Wasn't the Canadians money line, right?
No, like my best bet is the under 6.5 for Oilers Jets.
Oh yeah, okay. Just making sure. I heard you toss it out there, and I just had to make sure you weren't losing.
Yeah.
No,
bro.
so consensus. What did we agree on?
I
Didn't
mean,
agree on Avs, Knights.
You won't do it.
Agreed
I'll
on
do it.
I'll do it. I mean, if you
Rangers
wanna go
money line.
We can do Rangers money line.
Yeah. Minus 138. It's a little juicy, but it's in a parlay. And I think, that's a pretty safe bet. I don't really trust the puck line there. So let's go Rangers money line, man. Minus 138.
Yeah, I don't trust the puck line either. You have a little bit better odds on that. You can probably correct me for the rest. You have better odds too, but I have Canucks puck line at plus 124. The under in Jets Oilers at minus 122, and then the Rangers money line at minus 142. It's a 590 plus 594 parlay. I don't know if yours is better.
No, FanDuel's plus 589. So it's a little bit less, a little bit worse. Love it.
Still not bad though.
Yeah,
not bad at all.
Absolutely love it. Well, everybody, thank you so much for watching. Whether you're watching right now live or you're watching on Wednesday, we really, really appreciate it. We'll be back on Thursday for our for the show. I don't know what I was trying to say there. We'll be back on Thursday morning for our Thursday betting preview. Shout out First Round Collectibles, promo code Sports Addict for 10% off. As always, shout out to Total Apex Sports, man. Go to totalapexsports.com, get full team previews, betting previews, whatever you want from there. We appreciate you, and we'll see you on Thursday.
Go hard.